Okay, so we were discussing the brushes options last class. Okay, so we have seen how to create a custom brush. So we'll create one simple logo using the brush, and also you will be learning a new option today. Okay, so what is that option? Let us see. So I will be creating a college logo. Okay, a college logo, and just simply we will create one custom brush first. Okay, so just select the point and click on this convert selected anchor points to corner. Click on this point and then again do the same thing. Okay, convert selected points to corner, and then shift to select both these points, and like this you can adjust. So we'll just duplicate it and keep it here. So then what I will do is I will take one more duplicate here and we will flip it, and before that we will just give the same color to both these leaves. Oh, sorry. Right. So then what I will do, I will just right click, reflect. Okay, so we can slightly rotate it. Right, or we'll just delete it and we'll just take a duplicate. And then we will flip. Right. Okay. So once you have created it, so we'll just merge them, or you can say unite them. So how to unite? Just simply go to Pathfinder, and then we will click on unite. So now we have this leaves. So just with this one leaf, I will create multiple leaves. Okay, then you will think about the blend option. Okay, but I will not use blend this time. I will use a different option. Okay. So what is the different option? Okay, let us see. And here I am not taking two shapes actually. Only one single shape is there. Okay, normally if you want to do blend, you have to at least have two objects. Here I am not using two objects, only single object I am using. And then I will go to effect, distort and transform, and here we have an option transform. Okay, effect, distort and transform, and we have an option transform. Okay, just click on this transform. Okay, and in this transform, what is this actually? Dialog box. This dialog box is called transform effect dialog box. So here we have plenty of options. So but what we want is, we want the duplicates of these leaves. So if you want the duplicates of these leaves, see, first thing is we have to mention the number of copies you want. I will put 12 here. Okay, then see here we have an option scale. Okay, and here we have an option move. So we want duplicates in vertical. Okay, we want duplicates vertically. Okay, so we will actually just move the slider vertical. Okay, just to the left. See here. Okay, and also what we'll do is, see, we are able to create some spacing. And also what we'll do is, see, here we have an option scale. So we will put some value here. So let us say I will put the value of 50 here, 50 in the horizontal and 50 in the vertical. See, then what you can do is, see, we can actually move them actually. See here. So but the value has to be somewhere here. Okay, we'll put the same value here, 90%. See, you can see. And we can also again adjust this value. See, if you don't want too much spacing, you can move it to the left or right like this. If you move it to the right, see, the distance is now invisible. Okay, if you want some gaps between the shapes, you have to just move this one. Okay, see, so I have put this scale value as 90% and I have just change this vertical value. Okay, and I put the copies as 12. So see, with just single object we have created these duplicates, just with single object. Okay, then what is the next step we'll do? We'll just click OK. Okay, then what we can do is, I will select this one. I will give the same color to this leaf. Let me keep it. Okay, we'll keep it on top of this shape like this. Right? So something like this. So now the next step we'll do is, see here, we cannot select these center objects. So why? Because we have to expand them. So see, I will just select this leaf, go to object and we'll click on this expand appearance like this. See, now we are able to select the, okay, now we are able to select the center objects, but we'll group them. Okay, so I will group all these objects, Control G. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is, I will create a brush out of these objects. Simply select the objects and drag it, and we'll create an art brush and we'll give it a name, leaf. Okay, and then simply click OK. So we got a leaf brush. We can delete this. Now I will select one ellipse. Okay, if you hold shift, you are going to get a perfect ellipse. We will take only the outline. Okay, and I will turn off the fill. Then I will cut this ellipse. Okay, I will select this point and I will use this scissor and click on that, so that we will get some cuts. And I will delete this left side part. Okay, then what I will do is, see, I will just add one more point here. So somewhere here. Okay, then I will create one more cut. So just select that point and then click on this scissor. Now this shape is cut like this. We'll also do one thing. We'll create one more cut over here. Okay, select that point and click on this scissor. Delete this. Okay, now simply we can scale it. If you want to scale it, you can hold Alt Shift and center scale. Okay, now I will just select this and then click on this. See here, See, we got a leaf shape. Able to understand, Sunita?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here. So we got a shape. Okay, then what I'll do is, see, I will just I will again expand it, expand appearance. See here. Then now the path is gone. Okay, then I will take a duplicate here. Okay, and then we will flip it. So we'll just use a reflect here. See. Something like this. Okay. See here. So just keep it over here. See, try to adjust them properly. Okay. Right. So then what I'll do is, here I will create a shield. Okay, so we can create a shield. So I can create one polygon. Okay. Okay. Then what I will do is, we will just select the outline. Okay. Then we will actually, I will create one points here. Okay. Okay, so something like this. Okay, then what I will do, see, I will just make it rounded. See, and I will just keep it like this and then make it rounded. Okay, and then I will also create one point here. Just a minute. Yeah, it's already there, I think. Okay, and then I will just make it rounded like this. Okay, so then I will actually cut this because we want symmetry here. So what I will do is, I will just take a rectangle and let me cut this. Okay, so we will cut this shape. We can give some different color. Select this, and we can go to Pathfinder. Where is Pathfinder? Windows, Pathfinder, and then we'll just click on this minus front. See, so now we got a shape. So then see, we can actually adjust this. Okay, right? So then what you can do is, just Control D, or you can say Alt, sorry, not Control D, Alt and drag, and then we'll just flip it like this. Okay, right? So we'll just remove the stroke. select these things, and then again we have to unite them. Okay, see, so we got a shape. This is something like a shield. Okay, one thing we can do, actually, we want this thing to be a little bit sharp. Okay, and we'll delete this. Actually, we don't need this shape. Okay, so something like this. So now it looks like a shield. See. Okay, so then what you'll do is here, so we can actually take a one more duplicate. Okay, so Control C, Control F, and then we can actually make it a little bit inside like this. Okay, see here. So something like this, and then we can say Control C, Control F again. So something like this. Okay, so then what we can do is here. So I will just increase the size of my artboard. So we'll just say we'll say okay, Army, okay, College of Engineering. Okay, so something like this. And see, what we'll do is we'll put it on a path. Okay, so we can put it on a path. So first we have to take a path. Okay, so what you'll do is you will actually keep these things a distance here. Okay, then we'll just take a okay, and then here we'll say, here we will just take a outline, we'll remove the fill, keep it exactly at the center of the document like this. We can also keep all these things. Group it. Okay, group it and keep it exactly at the center like this. Okay, and then what else we can do? See, I will just cut this. So something like this. Okay, and then we'll say, see, we can also actually take one more duplicate. Okay, we'll say Control C, Control F, then we can just keep it here. We'll flip it, transform, reflect, so something like this. Okay, keep it exactly like this. Okay, so we'll also put the text over here. Okay, so what we'll do is, see, simply we'll just select that, type on a path tool, then we'll just click and we'll select impact. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll remove the unwanted text, we'll increase the size. Army College of Engineering. So we'll just highlight this, Control Shift greater than. Okay, so something like this, and we can say Dilshuk Nagar, Hyderabad. Okay, over here. So how we can put it? Hyderabad. Okay, we will actually we'll reduce the size. Actually, we'll keep it.
Sir,
Yeah.
now we are highlighting the text now, sir, for the default one.
Yeah.
The same way this text can be highlighted. We can use some other color.
So what happened? Okay.
If you want the text in this way, that the text should have get highlighted. Background color for the text, sir.
So I will put all colors. Okay. So just you see. So see, now we want the text to be little bit outside the path. So what you can do? And what is the size of this one actually? So we'll check the size. Here we'll put the same value here. Okay. So I think 0.8, right? Sorry. Okay, so same size, but we want it to be a little bit outside. So what you can do, see, we'll go to the character. So where is character? Here we will keep it like this. Okay, so now it looks fine. So it should be parallel. Okay, parallel to the top text. Okay, something like this. Okay, and to make it interesting, so we can just put on stars here. And try to move it a little bit so that it is parallel. Okay, okay, so something like this. See here. And then we can expand this. Okay, object, expand. So if you do expand, so the link between the both the things will go away. Okay, understood? And we'll make it a little bit big. Okay, keep it here. Okay, and then we will simply drag it. Then we will flip it. Okay, see, align it properly. Okay, alignment is very much important. Okay. So then we'll say ACE. Okay, we'll just type ACE. Right, Army College of Engineering. And then we will just use one, this one. Which one? We will take a polygon and we'll use ellipse, envelope, sorry. So I think you know envelope, right? So just we'll take a outline, turn off the fill, keep it okay. And then what you'll do, see this shape has to be in front of the text. Select the shape, select the text, object, envelope distort, and make it top object. Say like this. Okay, see, you got it like this. And then we'll we'll expand it. Okay, we'll give it pure white color. Keep it here. Okay, so to give it some a little bit attraction, so what we can do is, see, so we will actually take a ellipse here. Okay, okay, so we'll give it a outline and we'll turn off the fill, right? We'll just say Control C, Control F. So something like this. And actually this star looks big, so we'll duplicate this star. So I think you know how to duplicate, right? Right. Okay. So see here. So we have, what is the special thing here? Means compared to the previous logos, we have used this one. Okay. And then see here, we can actually take one more duplicate. Okay, Control C, Control F. Keep it like this. Okay. And we'll just take one last duplicate. Control C, Control F. Just keep it. Okay, something like this, right? Adjust them properly, right? And if you want to see, if you can actually, we can keep it inside also. If you think that this outside it's not so looking nice, so what you can do is, we can actually select everything here, group it, make it small. Okay, and then we'll just keep it inside so that it looks more interesting. Okay, so something like this. Able to understand? We'll delete this. So just alt and drag. Okay. Keep it exactly at the center. Okay, here we can put something. Since 1920. See here. So I have not used any gradient here. Okay, but You can use a gradient if you want. Okay, so one thing we can do is, see, we can actually, to make it a little bit attractive, so we can actually take our duplicate, Control C, Control F, okay, and then we can give it some color here. Okay, we can just right click, arrange, send to back. Okay, and then for this we'll directly apply swatches. So where we can find swatches? Here can we find? Okay, here swatches are there. So swatches are for ready-made gradients. Okay, so we can just simply select the gradients, and here we have junction jewels. Okay, so are you using the swatches? So we will just give it a, see, we can give some color, and for these things, so we'll actually expand it. So we can give some pure white color stroke. White stroke will be nice for this. Okay, see. Okay, but actually here we got some extra object. Okay, so we can get rid of that. So you can just say ungroup. Okay, and just delete it. Okay, ungroup and then delete. Okay, something like this. And for this we'll apply this. Okay, and then we'll just give it pure white stroke. See here, so something like this. Okay, for this one also we'll give a white stroke. See here. So this text also will give a white stroke. Okay, oh sorry, white color, not stroke. Turn off the stroke. Okay, and one last thing is, so we'll just apply one color to this. Right click, arrange, send to back. Right? Okay, see, one thing we can do here. Okay, that is, so let me actually change it to a dark color. Okay, dark bluish color. Okay, and for this we'll apply pure white. And for this one also we'll apply pure white color. Okay, sorry, colors are very much important. Okay, right. See, see, one last thing is, see, we can actually put our ribbon actually. Okay, so see here we have some options called warp. Okay, so we can use it for a ribbon. See, I already showed you how we can create the brushes. Okay, so there is a ribbon brush also. Okay, so we can use that ribbon brush. So we'll just select the brush, and where are brushes? Here, and then here we can use the ribbon brush. So where is the ribbon brush? decorative. See, decorative banners and seals. See, this is the ribbon brush. So we can use this brush. Okay. So, but how we will use it? So we will actually create one. We'll create one line. Okay. Or we can create one or arc shape. So how to create an arc shape? Simply we will use a ellipse. Okay. So we will actually squish the ellipse a little bit, something like this. Okay. And then I will cut it. So how to cut? Simply we will use a, okay, we'll add points here. Okay. Select the point, cut, select the point, cut. So delete the bottom part and we'll just scale it like this. Just keep it, okay, you can keep it here if you want. Okay. And then we can replace it. See, we can replace it like this. So this is one way, but actually see, one problem we are getting is, see, it's not looking like what we wanted actually. It's very thin. So one thing we can do is, see, we can create one thick, okay, thick banner. Okay. So just a thick banner, turn off the stroke, and then we'll just create one. So how we'll create it? We'll actually remove some of the points here. Okay. And then we will flip it. Okay. It's not flipping. Why? Yeah, now it's flipping. Okay. Okay, so we'll just adjust it properly. We'll give it a pure which color? So see here, we can adjust it like this. Okay. Okay. So something like this. And then what else you'll do? Right. So then we will just simply add a point here. Okay. Right, just a minute. Okay. So something like this. Okay, then we will simply we'll just a minute, keep it like this, group it, then flip it, and then just use the reflect option. Okay. So then what we'll do, we have to combine this. Okay, we'll first ungroup it, we'll also ungroup it. We'll select both these objects and then we can just go to Pathfinder and then we will unite. Okay, then I will just select it and then group it. Okay, so don't try to unite it. Okay. Okay, then see here we'll try these options like warp. So we can say arc shapes here. See here. We can use this and we can make it. Okay, if you don't want it too much, we can just slightly make it. Where is this option? In effect. See, able to understand? Right. See, something like this. And then we can use the object expand appearance, right? See, we can keep it like this if you want. See. So in case you want to make it big, you can make it big, or if you want to make it only this much, so you can keep it only this much. Okay, see, this is all your creativity now. Okay, so I think we'll keep it big. Okay, so that it looks like a interesting logo. Okay. See here. And last and final, see, we'll just put one text and we'll finish it off. Okay, here we'll select the pen tool. Okay, enter. So what we'll put actually? Okay, you have to actually select the stroke and turn off the fill. Okay, and we can say we can put the same thing here. Okay, or we can do one thing, we'll say so here I think we'll just select the character and then see here, change it. Okay, and we'll say we'll directly use army army group of institutes. Okay, simply go to object and click on this expand. That's it. See here, Sunita, are able to understand?
Yes, sir.
See, so we can actually give some drop shadow to this. See, it will look attractive. We'll just put 4 here. Okay, and we'll keep this value 40. Okay, see, so something like this. So what is the most important part here? This leaf. Okay, that since is behind, you can keep it in this place if you want. Okay, if you want to keep that since. Okay, so this is some again this looks like a badge. And we'll do the final thing, that is export it. Okay, so So we can export. First we'll group everything and we'll keep it exactly at the center of the document. Okay, we can also keep it vertically centered. Okay, then we will just create one background and we'll give a very light one, light color, keep it behind, right? And then we'll export it, file export, and then we'll say, so we'll export it as what is a ACE, okay, and we will export it as we'll first see SVG. If SVG is not so interesting, we'll try other formats. Okay, SVG is fine. Okay, we are getting a perfect result, right? But in case, see, sometimes what happens, some of the text will not appear properly in SVG format. So at that time, to change to you can change JPG or you can change to PDF also. Okay. See, I will first create one line. If you hold shift, you will get a straight line. Okay, so then I will select this line and then here I will just click on this or align horizontal center. Now this is exactly aligned to the center of our document. So then what I will do is here I will just create one ellipse like this, give some color to this. Okay, turn off the stroke. See, I will just drag it like this. Okay, I will also drag it like this. Okay, so something like this I have created. Okay, then what I will do, I will make it into a brush. So just simply select this, then drag it here. So we'll just select the art brush and we'll say some fancy brush. Okay, whatever you want to call it, you call it. Okay, simply click OK. See, now we got a brush. Okay, so how it will look actually, let us see how it looks. Select the brush. See, so it appears like this actually. We can actually make it small. So we'll first select this and we'll make it small like this. But one thing I want to do is, see, actually it is little bit thin, thick actually. So we'll make it very thin actually. Okay, so I'll make it very thin like this. Okay, now I'll create one more brush. Okay, and then we'll say fancy brush 2. Okay, so something like this. So we'll now select this brush, select the brush. See, now it is comparatively thin. Able to understand? So what is the use of these brushes actually? Okay, let me tell you what is the use. Okay, see, I have created this line and I have aligned it to the center of the document. So now what I will do is I will first open layers. So where is layers? Here we have layers. Okay. What I will do is I will first create one brush stroke. Okay. So let me create a brush stroke, and make sure that here the option is smooth. So let me create it. See, I have created it. Okay. So then what I will do, so let me actually make it more accurate. See, I have created like this. Now what I will do is I am going to click on this small circle to the right of the layer. So what will happen? All the objects inside this layer will be selected. Okay. Then what I will do is I will go to Windows. Sorry, not Windows. I will go to Effect, Distort and Transform, and Transform. Okay. This time what I will do is I will just click on this copies 1. I will just click on this option Reflect X. Okay. And then I will just change its center point to this one. See here, I will change its center point or the reference point to this left box. So what will happen actually? So there will be a reflection here. Okay. So now you will click OK. Now see what happens. If at all I draw on the right side, automatically its reflection appears on the left side. See, can you see the change?
Again.
See, Sunita, are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So we can actually create some nice designs. See, see, see here. See.
इसे हम 4 एंगल इन कर सकते हैं। 4 एंगल इन कर सकते हैं।
4
एंगल्स में ये 2 एंगल्स में होगा।
No. 4 angles we can't. You can create it. Okay, this one only. See. See. So whenever I am painting on this side, automatically duplicates are appearing
On the opposite side.
on the opposite side. Okay. So actually you can create some lot of nice designs. See, so many interesting designs we can create. Okay. So now see, what I will do is, see, I will actually create one nice border design with this. So what I will do is, see, I will actually select this one. So this stick and we'll delete it. Okay, we don't want this. Okay. So then I will just select these things, and see, I can only select one object. I'm not able to select any other things, or only I'm able to select only the right side objects. So what I can do is I will just select one of the object, go to objects and expand appearance. See, now I'm able to select the entire objects. Okay, so we can make it small like this. So see here, just you'll keep it here. Okay, see, I can just drag it like this, and then use Ctrl D. See, See, just means I don't have any experience in this rangoli drawings or anything. Still I am able to create one design. See here. So I'll just group it, and we can just take one more duplicate like this. Keep it work on the right side. Okay. See, border designs. So what I can do is, see, I can actually take one ellipse, keep it here, okay, and then we'll go to effect, distort and transform, and we can just create a 15 duplicates, okay, and then we'll just move it. Able to understand? See here, actually we can reduce the distance, okay, able to understand? You can just keep 25, okay, and then see, we can slightly adjust the size, okay, and then we can do expand, and we can slightly increase it. See here, nice border designs we are getting. See, okay, then again one more duplicate we will create. Okay, and one more. Okay, I think we have to rotate it a little. Okay, okay, see here, border design. Without any knowledge of designing, I have created a border design, and to make it more interesting, see, we'll actually give them, apply swatches to them. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply use gradients, gems and jewels. I think we'll go to metals. Okay, metallic will be nice. We'll go to gradients and metals, and here we'll apply golden metal to this. Okay, see here, able to understand, Sunita?
Yes, sir.
See here, see, we can create a something like a wedding card cover. So I can just use the okay. So now what we'll do, we'll just apply. See, I have applied this gradient, and then we'll just simply right click, send to back. See here, see how wonderful it is. Able to understand? So nice wedding card cover we are designing actually. So we'll actually make it like a wedding card. See what I'll do here. I will just type. So we'll use this Great Vibes font. Okay, we'll use this just a minute. We'll scale it. So we cordially, okay. Okay, we cordially invite you to the wedding of our eldest son. Okay, so we'll just highlight it and we'll center align it. Okay, so we'll also adjust the text. We don't want these many lines. Okay, see, and to make it interesting, so we'll just expand this text also and we'll get the same metallic look. Okay, see here. Right, so last and final, see what I will do is, see, I will just put one this Ganesha's image here. Okay, see here what I will do. So just to make it look like a wedding card. So we'll just say Ganesh clip art. Okay, so I'll just select the Ganesh clip art. Okay, I think you know now Ganesh. So we'll just save it. We'll open it in Illustrator. Okay, so right click, open with Illustrator. So here what we'll do is, we will actually do image trace. Okay, we'll just select this and we only want this silhouette. Okay, so here we have only the silhouette and then we'll expand it. Okay, able to understand? And we'll Control X cut this and then we will paste it. Okay, so for this also we will apply this. See here, able to understand? So something like this. Okay, so the final thing we'll do is here. Okay, so we can actually so we can keep one swastika here. Okay, so we'll just turn off this. Okay. Okay, so just you can keep a swastika, and then we can actually expand it, and we'll group it. So we can keep it here. So we will also give it this color, and then we will just go to effect, transform, and then if you want just 8 copies, so we can select 8 copies, and then what we can do, so you don't want this to be moving in vertical direction, you want it to move in horizontal direction. Okay, able to understand, Sunita?
Yes, sir.
So create one line, and then we will give the same golden color to this. Okay, see here. Right, and expand this. Okay, just select all these objects, group it, simply drag it. Okay, see here. Able to understand? See how quickly we have created a cover of a wedding. Okay, so we'll just export it. Okay, in case you want to give some, see, in case you want to give some drop shadow, you can give for these things. Okay, very light drop shadow. Okay, see, a very light drop shadow I have given. See, for this one also. So we can give it for all these things. Okay, so we'll export it for one last time. File, export, and we can just, we'll save it in SVG. Okay, not SVG, we'll save it in PNG. We'll say wedding card cover. Okay, so where is ours? Here. See, we can just simply right click and we can open it in photos. See here, Are you able to understand, Sunita and Pramod?
Yes, sir.
So this is a wedding card cover that we have done using brushes. Okay.